हमारी बाबा कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
Majority is late, clear और clean नहीं, थोड़ा थोड़ा भी बीती बातें या बीती जलन, व्यर्थ बातें व व्यर्थ चाल चलन समाई हुई है सूर्यम रूप में, फिर समय वर्षा का रूप में आ जाए। समय अनुसार पहले चेक करो, अपने को चेक करना, दूसरे को चेक करने नहीं करना। यूं दूसरे को चेक करना सहज लगता है, अपने को चेक करना मुश्किल लगता है। तो चेक करना हमारे मन की प्लेट बिल्कुल साफ है, व्यर्थ से और भीति से। सबसे सूक्ष्म रूप है, वाइब्रेशन के रूप में रह जाता है। फरिश्ता अर्थात बिल्कुल क्लीन और क्लियर, समाने की शक्ति नेगेटिव को भी पॉजिटिव रूप में परिवर्तन कर समाओ। नेगेटिव ही नहीं समा दो, पॉजिटिव में चेंज करके समाओ। तब नई सदी में नवीनता आएगी। दूसरी बात बताए क्या देखी, बताए कि बॉडी रोज है। जैसे बाप दादा ने पहले कहा है कि कैसे भी करके मुझे अपने साथ परम धाम में ले जाना है, चाहे मार से चाहे प्यार से ले जाना है। अज्ञानियों को मार से और आप बच्चों को प्यार से। ऐसे ही बाप दादा भी कहते हैं अभी भी, कैसे भी करके दुनिया के आगे महान आत्माओं को फरिश्ते रूप में प्रतिज्ञा करना ही है। तो तैयार हो ना? तैयार हो? तैयार है तो एक हाथ की ताली बजाओ। तैयार है? तैयार? क्यों आगे की लाइन नहीं जा रही? अच्छा, तालियों ने उठाया। पहली लाइन पास है ऐसे। बाप दादा ने सुनाया ना, कैसे भी करके मार दो है ही, नहीं तो कैसे आएगी। अच्छा, दूसरी बात क्या देखी?
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today is the last day of month of May and we will do conclusion of the series of happiness, and then we'll also start with the new topic for month of June. Month of June is very special. It's as it is the Mama's month also. So we have beautiful topic for month of June as well. So let's start with the conclusion first. So today is day 31st. Become full of the treasure of happiness. Have the fortune of happiness and be happy and cheerful. Conclusion and experiences. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba yesterday gave us homework for today was, what was it? Vaha, my fortune. These days it's very, very important to maintain, to create the energy of lightness and happiness. Very important. What is it? Conclusion, right? I think that when we take anything as a homework, actually there is a lot. We have Murli, we have essence of Murli, we have dharana points, we have blessing. There is a lot really we can take for homework, but as we had been getting these signals, I find it very useful because during day, few times a day, the thought emerges and then our attention towards maintaining a particular stage. You know, if we are happy, anyone who is around us, especially while doing service or karma yoga, our happiness, our cheerfulness, our smiling, our face and everything helps those souls very much that, you know, whether seniors or in charge or instruments or whosoever is department head, if they really maintain happiness, it could help lot those who are doing karma yoga. So I found that also happiness is something where our every cell of the body, is kind functions in a very beautiful way. Especially when we say don't worry, don't be sad, don't hold on anything. Because blockages begin in the mind first and then blockages come in different ways in the body also, in relationship. So what I notice that reminding myself I have to remain happy, I have to be light, not only for my own self, but even for others, even for yagya, to have that energy, that atmosphere is very, very important. It's like even when we are in Shantiman, such a big yagya. But if you see everyone is happy, everyone is doing in a right way, it inspires everyone, right? So I found it very, very useful, and I think all of you also must have taken benefit from the whole month homework, a Vyakti signal. And now we are starting the new one. Cheerfulness while doing also what we're doing. Not do it because it's my duty, I had been given, I had been asked, so I am doing it. No. It's just you are inspired, you like to offer, you like to cooperate, you like to create your own fortune. That we take not only as duty but out of love, share the responsibility and become a good Baba's child, one who cooperates at every step. Once Shantiman or in ORC, no, in Gyan Sarovar, there is a group, like there is a kitchen group, different groups who are responsible for different departments. So one time some very young ones, about 10, 12 of them came and wanted to have chit-chat. They said they are the group who, whenever any department needs help, they offer help. Every department they go and say, or they can come to them and say. And they said, we feel so happy that we are able to help. And they were young ones. Same as in ORC, they were saying that certain days in the evening after they have finished their duties, they go to different departments to serve. So they know exactly not only one department, but all the departments. So many places plan in such a way because, we have to see that everyone becomes a worthy child of Baba. So whatever inspiration we can give them, because Baba makes us sensible and worthy. Baba made every child, when we came, there were no departments. We had to do everything. Everything. Brother Ken knows to cook very well. His tomato sauce was so popular because Adi Prakash Mani went to Australia when he was alone there and he cooked. When I used to go in olden days in South America, he even knows to make chapati. May not be that thin, but good chapati, tasty. And I think all the brothers, how many of you know to cook, brothers? Everyone? Wow, that's great. And we always encourage brothers to cook because of any reason they have to cook. They should know how to cook. So I think that, what about sisters? You all know to cook? Yes? Everyone likes to cook or you have to cook? How many of you enjoy cooking? Wow. Those who love food, they love to cook too. I always say, so be happy and be a good karma yogi. I think set an example of when you are happy, you are also loving and sweet, right? So atmosphere of love, sweetness, happiness, and as a karma yogi. I know a lot of Lokik people when they come, we put up tents here outside, put different food and all that. But the way it is served and everything, they are very, very touched by that. So it's not only meditation, but Baba has set example in such a way that everyone, is a good example of a good karma yogi also. So I think it was excellent and definitely new ones will be very fresh for us. Om Shanti.
समान बनना अर्थात समा जाना। क्या कर्म योग की स्थिति में ऐसे लीन का अनुभव कर सकते हो? आप विश्व को चैलेंज करते हो कि हम कर्म योगी जीवन वाले विशेष आत्माएं हैं, सिर्फ योग लगाने वाले योगी नहीं, योगी जीवन वाले हो। कर्म योगी बनने वाले को कर्म में भी साथ होने के कारण एक्स्ट्रा मदद मिल सकती है, क्योंकि एक से दो हो गए काम बढ़ जाएगा ना। कर्म योगी जीवन अर्थात डबल फोर्स से कार्य करने की जीवन आप और बाप। तो ब्राह्मण जीवन अर्थात कर्म योगी जीवन, योगी जीवन का अनुभव।
In the month of June, Avyakti Parivar welcomes you to be a Karma Yogi. Karma Yogi Bano, with special insights from Mohini Didi, followed by Avyakti Journey, sharings by ancestors, revisions of Avyakt Murlis from 1969 and revisions of Mama's Murlis.
पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए, पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए, दिल में ही दिल की उससे यूं बात कीजिए, पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए, पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए।
Om Shanti. This is a wonderful topic. Be a karma yogi. As the month of June is especially for Mama's month, and we all know that Mama and Baba, they were the good example of karma yogi life. So, of course, in month of June, we will also take up Mama's Murlis. We will also revise some of her Murlis in Avyakti Parivar. And other than that, our regular schedule will remain same, but the format will be a little bit different. That we will know tomorrow. We'll start from tomorrow. And so for today, we will listen from Mohini Didi about this new topic. And for tomorrow, June 1st, our topic is Yog Yukta, Yukti Yukta, and Shakti Yukta. In the homework from June 1st, a karma yogi means that your every action is Yog Yukta, Yukti Yukta, and Shakti Yukta. You are not those who have yoga while just sitting down. You have a yogi life. That is, you are Yog Yukta. A karma yogi is not attracted towards any karma, but with his power of yoga, he enables actions to be performed with the physical organs. Those who move along while being influenced by karma cannot be called karma yogis. So, this is the homework for tomorrow. And now we will listen to Mohini Didi. As you all know, we are still in Peace Village. We are having a big retreat here with the whole region. And after Didi's sharing, we will have something more too. Thank you. So stay back with us. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Lot of people, when they go to Madhuban, what they enjoy most is Brahma Bhojan. Of course, BKs, but I'm talking of Lokik people. In Hong Kong, I went there 2-3 times. It's a lot of Sindhis, no? And I think every community has, but they like good food, like Gujaratis like kadi khichdi or whatever it is. Same as every community. I think every country also has their own, and you enjoy a lot of corn stuff when you are in some of the countries, South America, Latin America. So now people keep asking why food is so tasty. So when they go to Shantivan, they walk around to see why it is so tasty. Because they cook simply, right? In Shantivan, they have big drums. They use steam, and from solar plant, they get their heating, and so they boil everything, and then after that, they put seasoning. They make seasoning, tomato and other thing, and then they put that into the vegetables. They put into that and stir it. And finally, someone said, because they cook in God's remembrance and with lot of love. So these two seasoning you don't get anywhere. That's what they came to conclusion. They were saying they cook in God's remembrance and love. Remembrance and love, Baba's children, Baba's family is coming, Baba, especially when some of you were there when our Bholi Dadi, we used to say we have two Dadis, Dadi Prakashmani, spiritual mother, but also Dadi, Bholi Dadi. Because if you do not get good food, if Dadi Prakashmani said, have yoga bhatti, it won't work. Right? They say hungry person is angry. Because inside is waiting, that is why they say in Hindi bhajan. Bhajan means singing songs, and bhojan means food. So they say there is a joke that one person from Bengal went, and in Bengal, the way they say bhojan and bhajan is kind of similar. So he went, and there was a lot of religious songs we sung. And he keeps saying, but where is bhojan? Where is bhojan? Most of these spiritual gatherings, they serve food also in the end, right? But our food is known for it because it's cooked with love and bhavna. Then I was realized that when we take bhog to Baba, he doesn't eat, right? But still we make variety, we make garlands, you take all these different fruits to Baba. Why? It's our love, right? So what Baba takes from this is our feelings of love for him, and that's why we offer. And you saw that the beautiful garland mothers made. They spend hours in that. Love and pure feelings, right? So whatever action we do, the awareness and the action should be combined. If if because of any reason you are upset, go in Baba's room. Sit for a while, come back. But don't cook in that mood. There is a lot of effect of food on the mind and of the mind on the food. There is a saying that there are, like they do blood trans, give blood from this. So sometimes they give from, they don't know which community that person is. So this soldier was hurt. And when he was hurt, then he needed blood. So they gave the blood. Like before giving blood, he was saying, I want to go back to fight. I want to go back to fight. And after blood, he said, I'm not going. I'm not going. So they wanted to know which person gave this blood. The character of that person was very timid, like doesn't want to go for war. So language changed completely. They give many, many examples, right? So our every action, whether setting the hall, how many times you set, 2, 3 times, setting the stage, or decorate, anything we do, the awareness that when people come, they will feel happy, or we're taking bhog to Baba, it should be very clean, pure, nice, So awareness is very important with action. That is called karma yoga. Because yoga is awareness, right? Smriti. So our attention tomorrow will be that I have to be a karma yogi, but yog yukt. Karma yogi means awareness and karma. Yukti yukt. One time in Yagya, that Baba had given some training that some days people eat lot, right? Some days they don't. So if there is samosa, gulab jamun, kofta sabji, right? Very tasty. Then other days only squash, sukni, right? That day lot of food is left, right? So what Baba did, Baba said, so these mothers will go and tell Baba what to do. Some days lot of food is left. So what Baba said, that keep a board and everyone has to write how many rotis you will eat. Right? 1.5, 2, 3. So they will go and write, right? And then they will watch that why it happens that. So instead of telling people why you eat lot certain days, why you don't eat something or go much into that, Baba said the yukti is that everyone write down what they write. I know 1 or 2 brothers, whenever I go, they say, I have fixed amount of food. We have doctor here, she said, everyone has pains. So I said, why you get pain? She said, it's food. I said, what you mean food? Amount of food, quality of food, quantity of food. And one thing she said, which I like, is that when you don't eat in remembrance of Baba, food doesn't create right energy. And I like it because Brahma Baba always ate in remembrance. He never spoke a single word, never. Because we ate many times with Baba. Eat in silence, eat in remembrance. Baba, you eat with me, we eat together, right? So somehow or other we have also not only yog yukt, but yukti yukt, where whatever way there are situations, but we do it in a very sweet way. And shakti yukt. Physical strength is required, mental strength is required, power of love is required. One is like every time they create a menu for every group. Oh, let's make this, let's cook Everyone gives some good ideas. But then to make it needs Shakti, right? For everything, to maintain how many buildings we have here. The big challenge, right? We had transition of a day where people were getting out of rooms and new ones are coming. But they have to be cleaned and laundry and everything. Even our laundry goes out. And it's little expensive, but it's not possible to have so many rooms and washing done right here. So they come and they take it and bring back ironed sheets and everything. What I'm saying, everything requires Shakti. A karma yogi means that your every action is yog-yukt. Your action is yog-yukt, yukti-yukt, and shakti-yukt. So tomorrow you will look at that. You are not those who have yoga while just sitting down. You have a yogi life, that is, you are yog-yukt. Very interesting. A karma yogi is not attracted towards any karma, but with the power of yoga, he enables actions to be performed with the physical organs. So Baba says, those who move along while being influenced by karma cannot be called karma yogi. Baba always talks of the pull. Intellect shouldn't be pulled towards anything. And now Baba is saying even intellect is pulled towards action. So when I want to be just in awareness, in a good yoga I should be able to do. When I am doing actions, then I am holding, maintaining that awareness while doing actions. So our homework for tomorrow is a karma yogi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So every day, Didi, you are being asked so many questions, from our seniors. So today we want to give you a chance that you ask them question. So you can pick any one of them. We have many of them here. All Maharathis are here. Brother Ken, Hemlata Ben, Moira Ben, all of them. Gayatri Ben, Wadi Ben, Judy Ben, all of you.
Here is
Shirin Ben.
Is Wadi Ben here?
Wadi Ben is there.
She's leaving tomorrow early morning.
Yeah. You can pick any one of them, ask any question. It's your day today. Whom you would like to ask first, Didi? I don't ask. Even every phone call is a question, actually. So everyone is included in that.
Yeah, I can ask Brother Ken or even later on Brother Eric that there are so many sisters. At least we should give chair downstairs. Not even एक chair रख दो. That there are majority of sisters and mothers, right? Whether as students or coordinators. And very few brothers play the role as whatever regional coordinator or sub-regional or center or nation. How do you feel? How do you manage with so many sisters? So many mothers. Because even at home, there is one mother, one sister, and brothers always say they are always after us. They are always keep checking on us.
Didi, to be quite honest, I don't notice the genders. I mean, they're souls for me. I don't think about whether there are too many or too less. I just see the souls in their own merit. That's it. I don't notice genders.
That's a very high stage. No, that we did.
No, it's changed now. They're asking us questions. But I think I think I see the reason why Baba put the sisters in front, because they can make the right expressions and the right arguments to create the new world, in effect, because they're doing it out of love and not out of ego. If there were a bunch of men, there would be a lot of problems. I can see that, so I think it's great that we have such a family. So,
No, but if there are difficulties, how do we resolve it? Let's say,
I think
sometimes what I find at some places, why there are less brothers, right? One of the reason I find, I can only give example at our places. One place, there was a brother, and some or other, there are always, in Nivasis also there are more sisters, that sometimes sisters are more dictating, right? And this brother said that Dadi Janki, like around 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock, she didn't see, like brother finished their karma yoga, take shower, come for meditation. But if Dadi Janki didn't see, then she will find out where they are, or this one. And then they said he's still doing things. But Dadi will take Toli container, go there on the spot and give Toli to them and sustain them. But not like if they are doing things, let them continue. Keep doing it. So sustenance of mothers is something very, very important, right? And not all the time. One brother, his difficulty was that even when I go to eat food, the sister will call in dining room, come here. He won't go because he wants to eat dinner properly or lunch properly. Oh, this room, this number room, this is not working. You have to go and fix it. But let me finish dinner, I will go. So I teach them that don't tell anyone to do anything when they are eating. Let them eat properly, and so sometimes it does happen we have to be yukti. And when we are yukti, then I have feeling that brothers' number can increase, whether at the center. They shouldn't feel that they only are meant to do karma yoga. As soon as they come, they put the vacuum for them because they have to clean the hall or they have to set up the hall. But brothers should do, sisters should do, mothers should do. Even we know that in
Didi,
this...
you have to ask questions now.
I am not used to asking questions. Maybe others can help me.
Oh, it's your turn today. You have to ask someone else also. Whom you want to pick, Didi, now?
who wants the hot seat?
They saying Brother Eric should come.
No, Eric Bhai also, but you have to pick one sister also.
Oh, sister.
Eric Bhai, come. You are the friend of Avyakti Parivar.
Hemlataben wants to come, or
Eric Bhai, come.
any sister who would.
First Eric Bhai and then sister as well. No, so keep the chair. So Didi, ask your question to him now today. It's your chance.
Maybe no question is good. We learn about, for me, it's a new word, Shakti Yukt. Now is it time to become Mohini Yukt?
No. How did you manage whenever there was overload of work? What you did, like whether at center or at workplace, or you have lot to do, and you find it's really overwork. So how do you manage?
Well, how do I manage when there's a lot to do? I think enthusiasm is, natural when we feel we are gaining something out of it. If it's like just doing it for doing it, but if we get something out of it. And so I think it's good when we, work a lot, we get Baba's help. I really like what you said the other day when I asked you about faith. And you said, if you do what you can do, Baba will watch you and let you do it. And says, you can do it. But when you take something bigger than you, then Baba has to come and give help. So I find that I used to always take bigger than I can do myself.
But also, how did you distribute tasks, create the team? Because that also helps, right?
Well, it's natural. You can feel that there's nothing I can do by myself. And my experience has been that when I used to try to do everything, I could manage to do everything. But one day I had to go and travel for a few weeks. And when I came back, I realized that at the center, they almost looked at me like, oh, you're back already? Oh. And I thought, wow, you're not happy? I said, no, it's okay. Okay. And I thought, okay, they were okay to see me. But then I said, how are you doing things? And everything seemed to be doing so much better than I was when I was there. And then I looked at accounting, and suddenly they said, we thought we can change a few things. And I realized, oh, they're doing much better, they're doing more thorough. And I realized that sometimes it's good to initiate, but sometimes others take over and they do really, honestly, a little bit better. So the sister who was looking after the center at that time for 5 weeks, I told her, how about you look after the center now for 5 months? We can try. So we went for 5 weeks to 5 months, and then we retired. And then you hired me for another job. As soon as I retired, Didi called and says, we need someone for Canada. I said, And she said, only temporary. I said, okay. And then we met with all the center coordinators, and she said, Eric can do national, right? And I said, yeah, temporary. And she said, why temporary? I said, yeah, that was the deal. So sometimes, we find that alone it doesn't work as well as when we do with others. And I've learned that others usually can do much better than I.
One is creating teams, another is, there are a lot of expertise in the family. And if we use them, I don't have to do it. No, they can do it. No.
Some feel that they should do it after, so they ask someone to do, and then they always feel they need to correct everything. I've learned not to do that. If you ask someone to do it, let them do it, and don't go afterwards and say, but it should be like this.
When you were declared to be NC of Canada, and there were a lot of different opinions, ideas, divisions. How did you manage to unite them?
Because I think when Didi is starting to enjoy that role of asking questions, this is a very dangerous game. This is a new TV show. And it's going to be Vyakti Parivar, whoops, and the other way around. He makes that to enjoy.
He did very well with love, very loveful, and now they are so together, so much together. And I had to do so much, but now I have to do nothing because very united, and it's just the love, I feel. With love, you can unite, right?
But I think honestly, for me, it's the models. When we saw Dadi Prakash Mani, and you have been the one who has been teaching us very practical things. One day we had a difficult email to send to someone to explain certain things, so I wrote an email, and it took me time. Then I presented to Didi the email, And she said, yeah, the content is good, but you should separate paragraphs. Because she said, some people, if you write too many lines together, they won't get it. They need, to make it a bit. And I thought, this is such a down-to-earth little detail. I never thought of separating things so that simple or disturbed minds can really understand few lines at a time, Don't give them full paragraph. So I think you have been teaching us many, many things, choosing the right car, talking to others properly, cooking properly. I keep mentioning names of Toli the wrong way all the time. Every time I mention a Toli name, I see everyone is laughing and I think, what did I say now? It's not the right name of the Toli. So I find you have been teaching us like a real, in a motherly, but also in a very deep way. So I think the models that we had, and Dadi Prakashmani in particular, to me remains the model of how to be a great spiritual leader at the same time of being a great mother. So I think I would say I have good examples in front of me, and that's what I'm trying to do with maple syrup in Canada. Maybe that's a thing, maple syrup.
Didi, one question to Shirin Benna.
Thanks, Shireen. We're all going to go one by one. This is called karma philosophy. As you sow, so shall you reap. This is happening now. Thank you, Muni Didi. Good question. I can teach you if you want, interviewing skills, journalistic point of view. You might start to miss your studies as a journalist. I think it's a new title of a show, Sister, the Mohini journalist asking us questions.
Didi, we forgot you were a journalist. It's coming out now. Well, I wasn't expecting this. There's so many more seniors here.
Shireen writes the books, cooks. Tonight she cooked whole meal, and for 200 it's easy for her. This is third, fourth time she is cooking within these few days. And she's just enthusiastic for any karma yoga, a lot actually. And the center is beautiful in Tampa. Anyone wants really holidays, go there. And she takes care of very good. So how do you maintain your enthusiasm? And also, she's a very organic kind of, the food she likes, very high quality, taste should be good. And as I said, tonight she cooked. Last week she cooked. In the morning she made breakfast, tofu, pancake. I didn't eat because I like other one more. But how do you maintain all this energy? Are you because you are skinny? It's easy for you, or what's that?
Okay, Didi, first with the cooking this evening, the mothers are amazing. There's a whole team doing it. I'm just go there and say, oh, do this. But there's a whole team and they're really, really good. And so I think that's what helps. They're so loving and smiling and they're so happy to do everything all the time. It's very easy.
I know rolling chapatis takes a lot of time, 400 chapatis. So mothers would have rolled it.
Yeah, everything. They did everything.
Stuff it,
put it together, everything. They did everything.
But she knows so many desserts, so many recipes, right? You have a show also, right?
Yes, I haven't
on
been
television.
Hosting yes.
What is the name?
Yum Yum Yogi.
Yeah. So she shows cooking, new recipes, simple recipes, healthy recipes. One thing is that. So how do you get interested in all that? Because you are an engineer, right?
Right.
She was an engineer in government service. And suddenly she said, oh, I'm not working, right? And then she developed lot of projects, right?
I don't know if I feel I'm doing anything. I feel Baba does everything and gives us credit. That's the feeling. I don't really
No,
feel like I'm
because
doing much.
there are many, they're looking for some creative way and for themselves, for the class also, no? So if you tell one or two, Yukti.
Um, I really feel that way. I'm
When
trying
do
to
you,
remember.
when do you write books? Very quickly. Because all the Vyakti Parivar Bhog messages she wrote. And now when I am in India, everyone is asking for that book. I said, I don't know which book you all are asking. Then I realized it was all Bhog messages she wrote, all in 4 years, and printed as a book. So it's in demand now everywhere. So how you do when you do? And then she likes to plant lot of vegetables. She's good in agriculture. I saw her. She will bring little one, and then when they grow, she will go outside in the garden and plant vegetables. Lot of good vegetables. So you do all that, right?
Right. I don't know, Didi. I'm trying to answer that question. Honestly, I feel Baba is doing. Okay,
Baba
one
is,
thing. One
why
thing.
don't you say Baba is making you do?
Okay, Baba is making me do. But one thing for sure is I don't do any internet. Only email. I don't watch YouTube. I don't waste my time doing any of those things. Like I don't listen to the news. I don't do any of those things.
That's great, yeah. So you have enough time then.
Right.
But
Well, that's one thing maybe it's been 2 years since I've totally given up.
it's the hobby too, no? She makes so many kinds of pancakes, healthy ones, every day of different beans, different this. Lot of good things. Agriculture, writing books. It's not only doing karma yoga, but she writes. Recently, she has created a book on blessings. There is a book on silence or meditation.
Soul fitness.
3-4 books she has within these few weeks. Right?
I'll take that as a blessing, Didi. It was actually a few years, 2-3 years.
Didi, one question for Gayatri Ben, Vadi Ben.
Where is Vadi Ben?
Vadi Ben, Gayatri Ben, please.
They're not here.
No, Vadi is right there.
Vadi Ben is here. Both of you. One question for
Vadi
both of
Ben,
you.
come and take leave also. Come. She's leaving tomorrow early. You haven't met the family yet.
Yeah, we've met already.
You're leaving in the morning.
Yes.
First question for you, Vadi Ben, from Didi.
You're very clever.
How do
Very
you
clever.
maintain your lightness, your cheerfulness? Is it Florida or it is you?
That helps. The weather helps. But the good fortune that I have is that there's always good people in my drama. Ta-da! Yeah. Simple as that, I think. Yeah.
My question is complicated. They make answers simple.
So if I turn the question around on you...
Because
No. Today is only her turn.
Since I have met Vadi Ben, I have seen her happy, clean, honest, straightforward, everything. And I like it, and always very, very simple, honest. If you take, one time I took a gift in Miami. She has very small place. Now they are making it bigger. She said, no, there's no space to keep. She never takes a extra gift because where to keep or accumulate. So I thought that's a very good thing. And Bhumi always say, you should do same too. So what keeps you so light and happy? Good people around you, but they must be receiving something.
I don't know, maybe it's my Irishness.
No, just
Because,
tell what attention.
right, no, I think that there's the intention to be not unhappy, you know, and so then whatever adjustment is needed, I don't like to think of myself as an unhappy person or who creates problems for anybody else. That was a promise that I made in my very early days in Gyan, that I wouldn't be a problem for the seniors. I don't know. I think.
What when you all ask her so many questions and now it's only one question?
It's only one question, but I don't know what to say. I mean, that's Didi's vision for me. I don't know. I don't think life is too complicated, and there's a lot of trust. There's a lot of trust in Baba. There's a lot of trust in the drama. There's a lot of trust in my own drama, and life's good. No, there's nothing complicated about it. Yeah, I often hear people say, oh, the seniors, they'll come and say, oh, you're so simple. Two things, either you're so simple, or after 48 years with Baba, whatever it is, she's very friendly.
No, but one time I kept telling her, they're very good students and big class, why don't you get a bigger place? And they keep saying,
wonderful
no,
story.
she didn't want to own property. Said, I will never own property. So I said, but if, anyway, one day I just had a thought that they are in rental place for how many years? It's good house, it's corner house, more parking and everything. I told her that, why don't you just buy it and we renovate it? It's Baba's home for so many years, right? And
this was Didi's inspiration, because I never had the thought. But she was very specific. She said, why don't you ask the landlord? She said, ask him on Thursday. That's what she said. And so, okay, maybe. And I went for rest that Thursday morning and I forgot to turn the phone off. So I was lying there, the phone rang and I picked it up. It was the landlord. I hadn't seen him in about 2 or 3 years. He said, I'm nearby, I'm going to come around. And he came around. I asked him about it and he said no. And then, because he was very attached to the house, he raised his family in it. And then he came back a little while later and he said he'd changed his mind. And the other nice thing that happened because of it, one of his partners, a lot younger than him, she came with him. They were going to take photographs to put the house on the market. And then speaking to her outside, and she evidently was a bit spiritual, she started the course the next day, and she's still a Murli student. Amy? Yeah. And so I really trust, and I trust Didi's inspiration.
Is he wanted to sell it, right?
He didn't want to sell it. No, he didn't want to sell it. At first, when I proposed, he said no, because he was very attached to it. He loved that we were there, but he was very attached. But then that was around the same time when the prices all went up for property. And he was in his 80s, and I guess they said, you should really think about selling it. So that's when he came back. But he said, I'll give you the first refusal. And that's when his partner came to take the photographs. And then everything flipped. Yeah.
So
thank you, Didi.
It just worked out.
I trust, really. I just trust. You know, there's some people, I say they what word can I use? They initiate, they make things happen, right? I don't think I make things happen, but I'm very pleased with the things that happen, you know. Which is slightly different.
Okay, in the end, just tell us anything little bit about Dadi Janki, because you were very close to her, right? Any few words?
Trying to, well, one, and I'm sure I've shared it all with you before, that share again. Why not? It's just the first one that comes to mind. And because she used to speak to me in English. She did the talking, really, and it was English the whole time I lived with her. And then, things changed and I came here and so on and so forth. And I always liked to tease Daddy. And so I asked her one day, do you still love me? Teasing her. And she goes, do you think you could manage if I didn't? Yeah.
Did she ever corrected you?
Yeah, she did, but not much. It's so funny because when other people used to say she was really strict and what have you, it was never my experience with her. I mean, the correction would have been, silly things I don't even think I'll tell in the gathering. Once we were in Madhaban, and I remember I was a lot younger, and I had my hair up like this with a thing on the top, and she goes, this is not Paki Brahma Kumari. I said, maybe I'm not a Paki Brahma Kumari. And then it was so funny because then Daddy Ji, and so Daddy Janki was in a way like the mother. You had to reflect her. You had to, be like her. And Daddy Ji, oh, how nice. Daddy Ji was always like the grandmother. She was the grandmother. You couldn't do anything wrong,
So is it the bun on the top or at the back she objected to?
Well, I think she wanted the traditional. It was up here, with little bits coming. Just change my hairstyle, Yeah. So many stories with Daddy.
A few words, your experience of the stay in 2 retreats, USA and regional.
Yeah.
Because this time we requested many US teachers to stay on as much as they can.
No, I've always been here I've never missed any regional meeting. I've been here for some part of it. The feeling with the US one was that it was adults. It was like as if we had grown up, we had matured, and even to the extent where I think the feedback from the retreat was that what they enjoyed most were the guidelines, what was the word we used for it? Looking for Eric here. Yeah, which surprised me. And then here, I feel the US has been coming together more. So it means getting to know each other better and accepting each other. And so I see the same thing here, that this possibility of the Caribbean and Central and South America and all of us being more cohesive, Don't you? Do you feel the same thing? And not just paying lip service to it, but I really do see that possibility, because in order for that to happen, then it means that I and whoever else feels it has to take some kind of responsibility. It's not going to happen in a vacuum, that each one has to feel that responsibility. And so again, this was a thing from Daddy. I was sharing it with someone recently, and I'd always deeply appreciated it. It really resonates with me. She said, you have 2 jobs at the present time, and one is to stitch your clothes for Satyug, and the other is to stitch the divine family together in Sangam Yuga. Is there anything else? Yeah. Stitch your clothes for Satyug and stitch the divine family together
So
in
have
Sangam Yuga.
good trip you live.
Thank you so much. Good to see you all. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So we still have a few more, but because we are getting late, we will continue. We still have Gayatri Ben, Judy Ben, Himlata Ben, Moira Ben, many of them here around. So we'll continue other day because they are still here. So because it's almost 9 o'clock. So thank you very much, Vodi Ben. You see? Yeah. Thank you. So now I invite everyone to turn on your videos and we'll take Drishti from Didi. We'll remember Baba and then we will do Murli and meditation. And tomorrow is Saturday. Sorry, this schedule. Tomorrow is Saturday. Our schedule Amritwala 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. There is little change in the Murli program. So meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli. Mohini Didi will read. Didi, you will read Sakar Murli?
Yes.
Yeah, so there is little change in timing here because...
if there is translation, I don't know.
Do you all want Didi to read Murli? Yes? Okay, so Didi will read Sakar Hindi Murli and we will have translation available here in all languages, whichever are available. So we'll start our meditation at 6:30 or 7? But 6:30 is meditation, no? Okay, but here 6:30 starts meditation. Anyway, Avyakti Parivar start meditation at 6 o'clock anyway. So 6 o'clock meditation and Didi will read Murli afterwards, Sakar Murli with the translation. Then afternoon 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avyakti children class, 3 to 4 p.m. Avyakti youth class. Evening 6 o'clock but 2 will start. So tomorrow is the day 1 of June and as you're seeing the schedule here, but we will be doing a little bit different. We'll come to know tomorrow. So we'll do Hindi series, English series, Avyakti Jani Chit Chat of course. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. And now let's do Remember Baba. We'll take Drishti from Didi.
पुरुषा
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti Didi, thank you
Om
Didi.
Shanti Mohini Didi, Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar, Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti Didi.
Thank you, Baba. Love you,
Shanti
Baba.
Vyakti
Thank
Parva.
you.
Om Shanti Queen's
Thank
Village.
you, Baba. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Vyakti Parivar.
Shanti.
Thank you,
Om Shanti
peaceful
Vyakti Parivar.
Didi. Om
Shanti Didi.
Shanti.
शुक्रिया बाबा शांति दीदी नायक शांति दीदी
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 6th of June, 1973. Equal to Bap Dada and closeness. Those who know how to give and also receive are clever, are they not? There is a story about this. It is a very well-known story. You have forgotten your own story. It is a story about those who secretly kept a piece of their heart hidden away. It is the true story of the true Narayan. That which was considered very valuable was hidden, and so that became as worthless as straws. Here also, if you hide even a little piece of your heart from the true Father, who makes you into the true Narayan, then what would be the state of the boat of your life? It would become as worthless as straw. That is, you would have no attainment at all. Your hands would remain empty. Even if someone only steals 1 penny, he is still called a thief. If someone steals 1,000 and another only steals a penny, both will still be called thieves. Someone who only steals little things steals again and again, whereas someone who steals a lot only steals once. Therefore, once you have given your heart, you have given it. Those who give their heart in this way are like the jewels of the forehead, constant lighthouses and mighthouses. Here, you must not just be a lighthouse, but together with that, you must also become a mighthouse. Only such souls are called the jewels of the forehead. Now, tell Baba, are you the jewels of the forehead? Just as the forehead is the place of your consciousness, in the same way, the sign of being a jewel of the forehead is to be a constant embodiment of remembrance. The jewel of the forehead is a very good decoration. If the jewel of the forehead is sparkling, it makes such a beautiful decoration. The jewel of the forehead is the most elevated decoration. Everyone's vision is automatically drawn towards the decoration. The vision of all the souls of the world is drawn. That is, they are automatically attracted towards such jewels of the forehead. Are you such a jewel of the forehead? What would you be able to see if you kept a jewel in the dark? It would also carry out the task of giving light. So, what task will the jewel of the forehead carry out in the dark night of the world? That is, amidst the darkness of all four directions. That of showing the path and making them reach their destination, to make each one attain his goal. Are you such jewels of the forehead, or do you sometimes stumble around? Will those who themselves are stumbling be able to make others reach their destination? Such jewels of the forehead will never wander around in the alleys of the many types of wasteful thoughts. There are also many types of alleys, and by going into these, you move away from your destination. So, you are not still wandering in the alleys, are you? Acha, to be continued. Om Shanti.
Be a karma yogi. Yog yukt, yukti yukt, and shakti yukt. A karma yogi means that your every action is yog yukt, yukti yukt, and shakti yukt. You are not those who have yoga while just sitting down. You have a yogi life. That is, you are yog yukt. A karma yogi is not attracted towards any karma, but with his power of yoga, he enables actions to be performed with the physical organs. Those who move along while being influenced by karma cannot be called karma yogi.
कर्म योगी बनो. योग युक्त, युक्ति युक्त, शक्ति युक्त. कर्म योगी अर्थात हर कर्म योग युक्त, युक्ति युक्त, शक्ति युक्त हो. सिर्फ बैठकर योग करने वाले नहीं, योगी जीवन है, अर्थात योग युक्त है। कर्म योगी किसी भी कर्म की तरफ आकर्षित नहीं होते। वह अपनी योग शक्ति से कर्मेंद्रियों द्वारा कर्म कराते हैं। जो कर्म के वश होकर चलने वाले हैं, उनको कर्म योगी नहीं कह सकते। ओम शांति।